Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Comments are increasing that Rui Hachimura will be traded, that the Lakers will send him to Atlanta or Utah, in negotiations for a great center. Rui Hachimura has been a good striker this season and interacts with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But for the Lakers to get players at the level of Lakers Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz, it will be necessary to give up Rui Hachimura. Rob Pelinka's goal is to sign 2 more players and make the squad stronger. Will Rui Hachimura be traded to the Utah Jazz or will he remain with the Lakers? Lakers fans say Rui Hachimura is being scapegoated and will be involved in trades. Playing for the Los Angeles Lakers isn't for the weak-hearted, as the fan base is brutal with its own stars. Many flourishing stars have succumbed to the pressure of playing under the bright lights of LA in the past. D'Angelo Russell certainly falls on that list, as he remains one of the most hated players by the Laker Nation, despite serving 2 stints with the organization. However, with D'Lo getting traded to the Brooklyn Nets, it seems that the fan base is left with no player to put the blame on when the team loses. Well, one NBA fan believes that's not the case, as they proposed that the Lakers have found their new scapegoat. The fan thinks Rui Hachimura has taken up that role following the Lakers' recent 122-110 loss at the hands of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the NBA community agrees. One fan wrote, "It's always everyone but LeBron's fault with that guy." Another added, "They couldn't even wait a week either." Next on the list, Gabe Vincent. A fan opposed, "If you watched the game you'd know dude was a ***, but you didn't watch." Well, Hachimura did have a bad game against the Cavaliers, as he had a 7-point scoring night while shooting just 30% from the field. He also tied for the worst plus-minus on the team with a -17 performance. However, there have been a plethora of games where Hachimura has saved the purple and gold from losing. Hopefully, the fan base can give the new-look Lakers a chance to gel together before belittling them. After all, judging the new-look Lakers on the basis of a loss against the best team in the Eastern Conference doesn't really seem intelligent. Rui Hachimura viewed as longer-term piece. The Los Angeles Lakers are always in search of the right pieces to surround the duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and one player who has proven to be an excellent fit next to them in the frontcourt is Rui Hachimura. A big, physical forward, Hachimura has proven himself to be a solid starter next to LeBron and Davis with his offensive skill set and ability to stretch the floor, while also making improvements defensively. But with trade season lurking, all names are sure to appear in rumors, and Hachimura is no different. However, it sounds as if the Lakers would prefer for him to remain in purple and gold as, according to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, the franchise views him as a longer-term piece whom they'd prefer to keep around. I think Rui is viewed as a longer-term piece. I don't think that means they would not trade him, but I think when you look at, there are 4 mid-size salaries that the Lakers can trade between now and January 15th. On January 15th, Max Christie becomes available, so then it becomes 5, but between now and January 15th, the Lakers have 4 mid-size salaries to trade. That's Rui, D'Lo, Gabe and Vondo. I think among those 4, the guy that they'd prefer to keep from that group would be Rui. That's the guy that they view as the longest-term piece. Because of his salary, Hachimura being mentioned in rumors was always going to happen, but it makes sense that the Lakers would prefer to keep him out of those deals. Maybe if the team was set to bring in an all-star caliber player, but with the team seemingly eyeing more mid-level deals for role players, there are other players they would rather get rid of. Hachimura is still only 26 years old, the same age as Austin Reeves, so he is someone the team could keep around for the foreseeable future. Those 2, along with Dalton Knecht and Max Christie, seem like the role players the Lakers don't want to give away in trades. That still leaves D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt to dangle in trades, not to mention minimum salary fillers such as Christian Wood and Cam Reddish, plus draft compensation. The Lakers do have some assets, it is simply a matter of finding the right deal and a team willing to work with. Lakers expected to be active buyers ahead of trade deadline. And the Lakers are undoubtedly scouring the league in hopes of finding a deal or two that can help fix the issues that have been plaguing this team all season long. The latest report said that the Lakers are expected to be one of the more active buyers around the league in hopes of maximizing the final years of the LeBron James-Anthony Davis duo. But teams also know the Lakers want to deal and may use that to try and raise the price, so the front office must be smart in how they handle this deadline. Why Lakers trade for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton is better than originally thought. The Los Angeles Lakers made their first big move of the season when they traded for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. In that trade, the Lakers sent D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 second-round picks to Brooklyn in exchange for Finney-Smith and Milton. It was a trade that the Lakers made to improve the defense of the team. That was the primary reason why they decided to make this move. When they won the NBA title in 2020, they had the best defense in the league. That's what they are moving towards with a move like this. Aside from the personnel changes, this trade also helps them strongly with their finances. A trade like this helps them get further below the second apron, and it allows them some space to make further moves if they deem that necessary. They don't just create financial flexibility this year, either. Finney-Smith and Milton are not very expensive pieces moving forward. Finney-Smith has a $14.5 million player option for next season. Milton is owed just $3 million next year and $3.3 million in the 2026-27 season. That leaves the Lakers with cap flexibility for future free agent moves. The Lakers are a team that always tries to make big moves in the offseason in terms of signing free agents. They will likely try to add a star player in the offseason, and this trade will help them do that by staying under the second apron. Some other financial moves will need to be made as well. For this season, they save about $15 million total. They are now $3.5 million under the second apron threshold. That gives them some wiggle room when it comes to making more moves closer to the trade deadline. This is a roster that still needs some improvement in order to win a title. In their first game with the Lakers, Finney-Smith and Milton didn't give LA a lot of offensive production. Against the Cavaliers on Tuesday night, they scored just 8 combined points off the bench. They lost the game 122-110. They are going to need more than that in order to make this trade work. Still, it's very early. The Lakers feel very good about what this trade allows them to do the rest of the season defensively. They still have a lot of games this season to figure out how those pieces will fit in. Newest rumor reveals Mavericks nearly stole the Lakers' coveted top trade target. Toronto Maple Leafs prospect making noise, and other top stories from January 2, 2025. NBA trade season is one of the most entertaining times of the year as teams from around the league make pivotal moves to bolster their roster in hopes of rising in the standings to be in a good position to make a playoff push, and the Los Angeles Lakers started trade season with a bang. Los Angeles traded D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 second-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, and the former Dallas Mavericks fan-favorite wing now has the chance to be on a winning team and contend for a championship once again with LeBron James by his side. It was clear that Finney-Smith was near the top of the Lakers' list when it came to who they wanted to trade for, considering how early they made this move, and they got their guy. Finney-Smith was dangled in trade talks for nearly his entire stint with the Nets, and these trade talks will be put to bed, at least for now, with him joining the Lakers. Mavericks fans in particular really wanted the team to trade for Finney-Smith to address their backup power forward spot, and recently an NBA insider revealed the truth about how Dallas felt about him this season amid the non-stop rumors of where he could end up. Mavericks showed interest in a trade for Finney-Smith. According to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, the Mavericks kept tabs on Finney-Smith before he was traded to the Lakers. This is the first report that confirms Dallas was in the hunt for Finney-Smith this season, and the Mavs will now have to shift their focus elsewhere when searching for frontcourt depth. Is it right for the Eagles to sit Saquon Barkley short of the record? Breakfast ball. NBA trade season is one of the most entertaining times of the year as teams from around the league make pivotal moves to bolster their roster in hopes of rising in the standings to be in a good position to make a playoff push, and the Los Angeles Lakers started trade season with a bang. Los Angeles traded D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 second-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, and the former Dallas Mavericks fan-favorite wing now has the chance to be on a winning team and contend for a championship once again with LeBron James by his side. It was clear that Finney-Smith was near the top of the Lakers' list when it came to who they wanted to trade for, considering how early they made this move, and they got their guy. Finney-Smith was dangled in trade talks for nearly his entire stint with the Nets, and these trade talks will be put to bed, at least for now, with him joining the Lakers. Mavericks fans in particular really wanted the team to trade for Finney-Smith to address their backup power forward spot, and recently an NBA insider revealed the truth about how Dallas felt about him this season amid the nonstop rumors of where he could end up. Mavericks showed interest in a trade for Finney-Smith. According to Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype, the Mavericks kept tabs on Finney-Smith before he was traded to the Lakers. This is the first report that confirms Dallas was in the hunt for Finney-Smith this season, and the Mavs will now have to shift their focus elsewhere when searching for frontcourt depth. This has now been 2 seasons in a row that Dallas has shown interest in Finney-Smith ahead of the trade deadline, and the love for him within the organization is clearly still there. Ever since the Mavs traded Finney-Smith to the Nets as part of the Kyrie Irving trade, fans have wanted him back in Dallas. His three-point shooting, strong defense, and tenacity made him one of the most beloved Mavericks of the Luka Doncic era, and he played a major role in helping Dallas reach the Western Conference Finals in 2022. That was Dallas' first conference finals appearance since 2011, and it helped mark a new era of Mavs basketball.